How's it going on, everyone? The Rampaging Rabbits here. In this video, I'm gonna do a game review, and the game over here which you have is Army Commanders. So some of you might have seen ads for this game. I'm gonna be giving you guys a review about this. So as you guys can see, I played this game for a while and got a handle of it. It's a good pastime, basically. You guys can see over here, you start off with a small shack, and then you have to build up your army from over there. Right, so as you guys can see, I've gone in quite a bit, actually. I'm currently at, I'm just before lieutenant level, but as you guys can see, you basically build up your military and then go and attack the enemy. Now, the enemy doesn't attack back, but as you guys can see, this is a really good way to spend time. Like, if you're stuck in a doctor's office and you're like, okay, there are a few patients there waiting, so it will take me some time, this is a good game to play. Right, so you guys can just find it on the App Store. It's called Army Commander. And let me just show you a little bit of its gameplay. Okay, so basically the way the game works is that you have two types of tags. You have a golden tag and a silver tag. As you guys can see, when you start off the game, what you guys will notice is that you end up with 10 silver tags. So you always end up with 10 silver tags, so you can build yourself at least one barrack in order to train your soldiers. Now what you guys can see is, you might be wondering, well, we did get the tags, but how do we get them? Now you guys can see the enemies automatically fire at you. But now you might be wondering, how do we get the rest of the tags? Well, just click the attack button, and as you guys will see, is that your troops will go and charge in at the opponents. Not only that, but you guys can see that whenever one of your troops dies, they drop a, whenever one of your troop dies, they drop a silver tag. And when one of the enemy troop dies, you guys see that they drop a golden tag. So basically, that is what the game mainly works on. What you have to do is you have to wait for your army to fill up and then attack. Now, another thing is that you can boost your units by being near them, but you can also go and collect these rewards in other areas. So you guys can see, this is basically what the game is mainly built on. You have to train your soldiers and just attack at the enemy team. And now, as you guys can see, once your level starts leveling up a little bit, when you get private class special forces, and when you continue up to the point where you're lieutenant, it will give you more and more options which you can upgrade. Now, that will give you more better trained units, mortars, some healthcare areas, as you guys will see. But really, the main point of the goal is to defeat all of the enemy units, capture the flag, and move on to the next zone. Sometimes what you guys will notice is that, well, the game does offer other weapons which can easily take out the opponent's. Like, for example, it has nuclear weapons over here, so you can also launch them. But really, the main point is so first of all, you need to make sure that your soldiers die quickly so you can upgrade them and make them stronger. And really, I'd say that you don't have to focus on golden tags too much. You can collect them all in the end. The main thing which is necessary is the silver tags. That's why they're priced high, because you literally need them to advance on in the game. Also, these crates do drop over here, which give us supplies, which is quite nice. You guys can see the crate drops give us silver tags, actually. Unfortunately, nothing gives us gold tags, but still it's fine. Oh yeah, another thing, your commander doesn't have too much health, and not only that, but if your health's going low, you can watch an ad to restore, but to be honest, that doesn't feel like it's authentic. And if your commander does die, don't worry, it can respawn in, you don't need to take anything, and you can just collect all of your previous stuff, right? You guys can see just like that. We can head back over here, we can deposit it in. And just like that, you guys can see you can advance. Now, I really do not think it's possible to get stuck in this game. You will always have to make the barracks first, I do believe so. Okay, so that's all about the game. Now let's get back to, my thoughts about the game. And now about the game does have ads in it. It has a feature to pay to stop ads. And in the setting manual, what you guys will see is that the game actually has two settings. You can turn on sound, or it has haptic touch. Now over here, you guys can see is the shop. In the shop, we have the prices over here, but these prices are not accurate. And the reason to why that is because my Wi-Fi is off. Now here's the downside of the game. If you decide to play with your Wi-Fi on in public, right? Most of you guys, when you're outside of your house, you'll probably be playing with your Wi-Fi on. So when you turn on your Wi-Fi, what you guys will see is that about every 30 seconds you get an ad. Every 30 seconds, you get smacked in the face by an ad. Now, if you ask me, that's kind of infuriating because, like, dude, come on. This game does not deserve to have an ad in your face every 30 seconds. You guys will see from the gameplay. I'll relaunch the game. Okay, so the loading time of the game does take a bit to load, but I don't understand why it takes so long to load. But you guys can see it does have a fairly long loading time. And over here you guys can see are the prices. Let's take a look. So you guys can see for 100 of those badges which your soldiers drop, it costs $8. $8 for that. That would only cost. Do you guys see the prices of these things, right? $8 just for that. And then if you look at the airplanes, you guys can see it's $4. Okay, that's a little bit on the expensive side. Nukes are also $4, but ads cost $6. Do you guys see that? That's so expensive for the price that it's at. And if you guys look up over here, their starter pack, I wouldn't buy anything from this, personally speaking. I just play in offline mode after looking at the prices. Okay, so as you guys can see, this game, right? It's a perfect pastime. I understand maybe an ad after every 5 minutes or so. As you guys can see, a Snapchat ad has already appeared on our screen, right? Yeah, you guys can see the game has a lot of ads in it. The prices seem a little bit too high, to be honest. And if you look at the shop, I think that the shop thing over here might be one of the most okay seeming prices if we compare to everything else. So you guys can see the nukes over here. 5 nukes cost approximately $2. 5 planes cost $2, so that's 4. And then basically the pack over here should cost $10, but they only lowered it by 2. Now if you guys ask me, I'd say in my opinion everything over here is overpriced, and midway through the game, without any warning, an ad pops up, and not only that, but the ad automatically, if you click on the screen while the ad is running, it will automatically send you to the App Store. Right, you guys can see this happens several times. It gets super duper annoying if I'm being honest, but that's not all. You guys can see sometimes these ads take 2 to 3 clicks to get out of. Like, okay, I'm fine with 1-click ads, but 2 to 3-click ads, that kind of gets on the nerve. That kind of gets on your nerves, if you guys know what I mean. But if you ignore the ads and if you play with your Wi-Fi off, the game is actually pretty great time pass, although you do have to wait a considerable amount of time to get past every single level and wait for your soldiers to build up. But other than that, it's pretty good at time passing. You guys can also upgrade your areas and you can increase your ranks. Now you guys can see over here, we'll advance. Our troops are getting melted. Actually, you can do some pretty good progress, but it does take a lot of time. Like, one of these areas would take maybe 20 minutes to complete. I'm just guessing that this area might take me 20 minutes to complete. So you guys can see it takes a huge chunk of your time. But if you guys are looking at me, I don't have many complaints for the game other than the ads. It's a good way to pass your time if you guys are looking for time to burn. And well, you guys can see that's that. What in the world? Why did my nuke just launch mid-game? What is this? So you guys can see, for some reason, the nuke decided to launch itself while I wasn't even near it. But you guys can see you can build up camps like this. Of course, make sure you don't stay. The game does have this thing that if you build up mechanics, and if there's a second evolution ready for it, what will happen is that the second thing will also get built. So it will immediately waste all of your tags which you've gotten. I'd say be wary of that. And well, I don't really think it's that hard to mess this up. Yeah, I don't think it's possible in this game to actually mess up so hard that you might have to reset. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be possible. You guys can see the ads are the only bad thing. Other than that, the game is actually pretty good. The game is actually pretty good, time consuming, and does have levels which difficulty matches what you guys can achieve. I'd say it's, I'd say that it's built well, like, not exactly that the gameplay is that great. It doesn't have too many bugs in it as far as I can see. And it's built great in order to help you pass time, but I really don't think it deserves its price which it has, like, in order to stop paying ads and ads every 30 seconds. In my opinion, if you play with your Wi-Fi off, it's a perfectly good game to pass time, but because you have to play with your Wi-Fi off if you want to actually be able to play without paying money, I'd say you can't exactly use this in public. That's the only downside, because sometimes we use these time-passing games when we're outside in public and we can't play other games because they might be too intensive for our computer or we're low in battery. So if you guys ask me in that scenario, I'd say this game, I don't think you'd be able to play it because of the ads. There's so many ads, it's annoying. By the time I'm making the voiceover on this, I've already uninstalled the game and stopped playing it. That's how annoying it was. Like, it's fun, but still, there are limits to how many ads they can force on us. And even after you turn off the Wi-Fi, it will still give you ads long after because it has these ads saved up for some reason, you know? Like, the ads already exist inside. Yeah, alright guys, so I think that's gonna be all for this video. I hope you found it informational, figured out about this new Army Commanders game, and got a top-down look at this. And now if you guys are wondering if this video felt sort of off, it's because it's my first review video, so I'm trying to figure out how to get the hang of things over here. But you guys can see, it's pretty fun. If you guys want to give this game a shot, you can download it, link will be in the description. Although I'd recommend playing with your Wi-Fi and mobile data off. I forgot to mention mobile data, make sure you turn it off. But yeah guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell. Thank you to everyone for watching, and bye!